Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome back to another episode of Jash Reads. Tonight we are finally continuing Animorphs number 11, The Forgotten by K.A. Applegate. And I know it's been a while since I've done an episode Jash Reads, trust me, I know. 1 week schedules just didn't work out, and then the 2 weeks after that, I was sick. I am actually still sick, but I feel well enough to film now. And there's been some changes since, I last met you. For one, that bathroom door now fully closes, And I got this the other day. It's a lovely little unicorn. Still, like, I went to the crystal shop last month and they had a bigger version of this. This time they didn't have that version, but this version, which actually works out better for me because my house is small and I just love it. Love the rainbow. I don't know. Maybe I like the rainbow so much because I'm bi, but I don't know. I just like that. And Thanksgiving was very small. It was a great excuse not to see family because COVID. We just had one friend over who has also basically been quarantining the entire time. And so it was a very small meal. Rev Resner really showed himself to be an awesome cook because the food was fucking amazing. Just amazing. And but yesterday for me, it's one of the days where my migraines have been really bad due to the sinus infection. So I couldn't really enjoy the day fully just because it felt like I was being tormented every day. And if it wasn't for Revs just going all out on this meal, I would have said, let's take the day off because he's worked really hard on this. So I wasn't about to go, hey, that whole thing you've been preparing for? Let's not do that. So yeah, long story short, sinus infection, and hopefully just a few more days. I really can't wait to be off the antibiotics. It's one kind that I really, really hate being on, but it works, so I keep on getting on it from time to time. So, oh yeah, that's the little update version. I made a video on this channel going into much greater depth onto the sinus infection, which goes on for like maybe 10 minutes. It's like people are surprised when I say long story short and my short story is still long. It's like, I tell you the long version of it. But anyways, let's get to actually doing a dramatic reading. First time I've done it in so long. A little nervous, really excited at the same time. Let's do this. 8:42 p.m. It was crowded inside the bug fighter, especially because Hax takes up a lot of room. But we huddled together and looked over Axe's shoulders as he worked the controls. And we looked past Axe, out through the transparent panels at the front of the bug fighter. This ship is very difficult to handle, Axe said. The design is strange. Some controls are psychotronic, but others require physical handling. Unfortunately, those controls are designed for taxons. They have more hands than I. Can we do anything to help? I asked. Someone should take weapons station, Axe said. Cool, Marco said. He leaped forward, but I was closer. I slipped into the area beside Axe. Axe's pilot seat wasn't a seat at all, of course. Taxons are like huge centipedes, so they can't really sit. Which was good because Axe doesn't sit either. But the weapons station was built for Hork-Bajir. Hork-Bajir are 7 feet tall and have thick, spiky tails. But they do sit. No way you should handle the weapons, Marco said, leaning over my shoulder. I kick your butt in video games. Yeah, right, I said. In some alternate universe, maybe. Grab the joystick, Marco suggested. As strange as it seems, there actually was a joystick. It was for much bigger hands than mine, and the 2 buttons on it were clumsy to reach, but it was a joystick. Maybe I should test the weapons, I said to Axe. Yes, he said tersely, distracted. We were rising up through the atmosphere. We were above the clouds already. I could see brief flashes of the lights of the city down below, but mostly it was clouds and more clouds. But we weren't rising as fast as I would have expected. X was definitely working to control this ship. I looked ahead, saw nothing in the way, and pressed one of the buttons on the joystick. Nothing. Axe glanced over. That was the safety. The Dracon beam should be armed now. See the screen before you? The red circle is how you aim. Use a combination of moving the joystick, but also use your mind. Marco put his hand on my shoulder. Phasers on full power, he said in a Captain Picard English accent. Photon torpedoes! If the Borg want a fight, we'll give them one. Make it so. I moved the joystick and watched the target circle track across the screen. It still showed nothing but starry sky. That should be safe enough. I squeezed the second button. Did you? Did you? Twin red beams of light fired forward, converging too far away for me to see. Yes! Most splendid! Marco yelled. Okay, that was cool, I admitted, trying not to cackle like an idiot with his first video game. Boys with their toys, Cassie teased gently. Prince Jake? Axe said. I must apologize. Why? I did not at first realize this Buckfire's cloaking field is not working. It took a few seconds for me to track on that. You mean people can see us? The clouds will hide us from people on the ground, Axe said. But human radar will observe us. In fact, they have already observed us. Maybe we better get higher, I suggested. Yes, but we are rising slowly. I don't know why. And there are 2 objects approaching us. Probably just airliners. Rachel said. The objects are moving at 1.5 times the speed of sound. Axe said. Okay, that's not a passenger plane, Marco said. I groaned. Military jets. Oh man, it's the Air Force after us. They're good guys. They're on our side. We can't shoot them down. Suddenly, swoosh, swoosh, two pale gray jets flew past us. The backwash rattled the bug fighter. I can access the radio signals, Axe said, and a second later, we heard the voice of one of the pilots. Base control? I, bogey is of an unknown type. Say again, unknown type. Definitely unknown, the other pilot said. Way unknown. We're coming around for another pass. I looked at Axe. We really don't want to get shot down by a couple of F-16s. No, Prince Jake. That would be embarrassing. I believe I now know how to increase woof. Suddenly, we were out of there, out of the clouds, out of the atmosphere. Yes, this thing can move, Marco exulted. We need to buy this game. We heard a fainter, crackling voice over the radio. Did you see that? Didn't you see that thing move, Colonel? Didn't you see that? What the? Then we were out of range, still zooming straight up into black space. Below us, I could see the curvature of the Earth. It looked just like one of those pictures the shuttle astronauts take from up in orbit. That's so beautiful, Cassie said. Look at that. You can see daylight coming up over the Red Sea. Excuse me? Tobias said. But I don't think the Red Sea is exactly on the way to Washington, D.C. Yeah, I guess not, I said. Although it was such a wonderful sight that I almost didn't want to worry about where we were going. Axe, maybe we'd better slow down, get some idea of where Washington is, and no! Axe snapped. I was shocked. Axe is always polite. No, Prince Jake, he said, a little more calmly. We cannot slow down. What's the matter? Cassie asked him. Axe pointed at one of the view screens before him. On the screen, I saw stars. Then the moon came into view, a vast gray and white light bulb. And silhouetted against the glowing moon was a shape. It was like some medieval battle axe. The rear half was a two-headed blade. From the middle, like an axe handle, extended a long shaft. At the end of the shaft was a triangular head, very much like an arrow's point. It was black on black. And even if you had never seen it before and had no idea what it was, you'd know right away. It was death. I had seen it. I knew what it was. The Bladeship I whispered, "The Bladeship of Fisher 3!" And the chapter's ending on that very high note of, uh, you know, happiness. Hey, the big bad's there. Oh shit. Okay. It's like, oh, that's a happy way to end a chapter, but also, but at the same time, it's makes you turn the page and like, what's going to happen next? And hopefully, I'm now well enough to start doing videos regularly, so you don't have to wait like 2 or 3 weeks to find out what happened. So, yeah. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to turn it off, and then I'm just going to talk. This is sort of why having a script is actually a good thing, so I don't run around in circles. But yeah, the reason I was reading Acts like I was this time was because I figured him as an Andalite would be super embarrassed. Andalites are all about that pride. Like, I all about that pride. I'm going to do things because of my Andalite pride. So I figure him thinking like him like most Andalites is like, oh, I'm big and mighty because I'm an Andalite. You know, that ego is definitely going to take a hit when it's like, oh, I don't know how to make this ship go fast. this this technology that's not Andalite and therefore is easy to use. I can't figure out how to make it go really fast. And oh shit, I made another mistake. I the cloaking, that important cloaking. Yeah, shit. I figured Axe is going to be really embarrassed in this chapter just because it's like, I am a high and mighty Andalite. Oh shit. And I did like at the end them describing Earth and space as something beautiful like that. And then Jake going, I really, really don't want to imagine life in death scenarios. I just want to get lost in this moment. And then Tobias is like, I hate to be the adult in the room, but I don't. We sort of have a mission to go to, and the Red Sea's over there, and DC's over there. So Tobias is the adult in the room. Like, children, children. Okay, we need to go there. We need to do the mission. So yeah. And about I find something interesting about the Bladeship's position in this chapter, and I wonder if that's where like Visher 3 parks it. Because in the very first book, the Andalites lost the battle because they weren't expecting the Bladeship that was hidden behind Earth's moon. So I'm just thinking, like, is that where he fucking parks it? Like, is that like the Bladeship garage? Hiding it by the moon. I don't know. Now I'm just imagining Visher 3 having his little secret moon base where he hides his cats. If you want to write an Animorphs fic but don't know what to write, write a fic about Visher 3's secret moon base where he hides cats. And that's why he parks the Bladeship there. Mystery solved. But okay. The question for today's video is, let's see. Let's see today's video. Let's see. Good question. It has to be a good question because it's been a few weeks. This is the first time in a long time I've done this. It needs to be a top-notch question, and I am not stalling. Okay, actually, non-Animorphs related question. But what did you have for Thanksgiving dinner? Now, if you ate it alone and didn't make yourself a big meal, you can tell me, hey, I had a burger. Like nice burger, nice cheeseburger, bacon. It doesn't have to be a usual Thanksgiving dinner. Just tell me what you had last night. That doesn't sound creepy at all. And also, feel free to comment below on anything else you noticed about this chapter. The good, the bad, the ugly. If I didn't mention something in this chapter that you had questions or opinions about, comment down below. Let's start a big, whole, nerdy conversation. And remember to like this video if you like cats. Or birds. Cats or birds. And if you watch this video and you're like, hey, I would like my very own copy of Animorphs number 11, The Forgotten by K.A. Applegate, well, wherever I post this video, I post a link to where you can buy your very own copy. Now, buying from the link provided helps support 3 people. God, I haven't done this in a while. Buying from my links does 3 things. It helps support K. Applegate and Michael Grant, who are the creators of the Animorphs series. So, they need to, get paid for all they've done. Yeah, they traumatized my childhood, but I'm fine. I'm really fine. And then it will also show Scholastic that, hey, Animorphs is still a booming property that people are interested in. And, maybe when you're doing the Animorphs adaptation, don't piss off the creators and make them leave. That's a totally different video or post. Wherever and however I choose to present that rant. Oh my god. I'm just saying, I can't do it on Disney Plus. Like, Disney Plus, they'll make it real easy never to see that adaptation. And again, my feelings on Disney as a company, it totally not fit for this video. So far, help support the original creators, show Scholastic that people are still interested in Animorphs, and finally, I'm a part of the Amazon Associates program, so whenever someone makes a buy from my links, I get paid a little, so you'll also be helping to support your favorite YouTuber of all time. I'm your favorite, right? Yeah. And also, remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel because I will not just be reading all of Animorphs number 11, The Forgotten by K. Applegate, but I will be reading the entire Animorphs series, which is also a reason why, having a week or 2 off because I'm sick is sort of a bad thing because large series, long series. Like series, I just got like 2 weeks taken from me there. But anyways, I hope you have had a lovely 2 or 3 weeks. And I hope those of you who do Thanksgiving had a lovely Thanksgiving. Yeah, my Thanksgiving was a little good day for my migraines to start flaring up again. I'm still getting slight amount of pressure, but yeah. It would have been a wonderful day if, for me, but the food was great, was in great company, And yeah, I'm hoping to get better soon, and I might want to come up with a name for this little beauty. I don't know. Never, yeah. So if you want to come up with a name for this cutie, please tell me. I'm either going to be continuing to place her on the desk or go to the altar. Yeah. If I had a bigger house, I'd have a bigger altar so I could do much more random stuff on it. But anyways, hope you're all having, yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. My train of thought just went whoop. But I hope you're all having a wonderful evening, that you had a good week, and that you didn't kill each other over Black Friday. Black Friday does not have as many great deals as people say, so it's really better just to stay inside and relax after all you've eaten during Thanksgiving. God, yeah, I was really. So, hopefully next video will be Monday and won't be like 3 months from now. So, here's hoping. And until next video, that will hopefully be Monday, goodbye.